Local Turtle Week is back. Meet Marcus. Wait a second, that's not Marcus. This is Marcus.
So my name is Marcus Maddalena. I'm the coordinator of the Huron Stewardship Council and the biologist for Huron County. This is my 4th year working with these baby turtles and helping to coordinate the turtle release event. Unfortunately, we can't do the event this year, but we wanted to show everyone who's interested that we are still collecting these turtle eggs and releasing the turtles, and give you a little sneak peek into what we do behind the scenes to prepare for the turtle release. So turtles are an important piece of our wetland ecosystems. Depending on the species, what you're going to see here today are snapping turtles. They act both as predators and as scavengers, so they fit a couple different roles in that ecosystem and the food web contained within it. Generally, people are pretty responsive to any turtle conservation work that we do. You might notice the Break for Turtles stickers on the backs of people's cars. You might see people putting cages over nests or moving turtles off to the side of the road. Those are all small things that people have learned here or there that they know will help and are generally interested in helping turtles. One nice thing is a lot of kids that are interested, so we noticed at these turtle release events, kids who have brought their parents there or have educated their parents to some degree about what we're doing because they're so interested in it. So turtles are at risk primarily because of habitat loss, because of threats from humans, and because of their own biology. So we've lost a massive amount of wetlands across southern Ontario, which is the primary habitat for most of our turtle species. So the areas that they can live in are already smaller than they used to be. There's also things like roads and trails and things like that that turtles are often hit on, or they lay their eggs on the side of roads, on gravel laneways, on walking trails, and those often get run over and the nest gets crushed. And so you don't have as many turtles that are introduced back into the population, which is a problem because of their biology. They're a very long-lived species. They take a long time to reach maturity and be able to reproduce. So if one turtle is hit on a road, that could have a huge impact on the population as a whole. For these snapping turtles, for instance, it could take up to 25 years for them to be able to reproduce and lay eggs. So it's quite important that we conserve not only these baby turtles that we're working with, but the adults from those populations. And we try to keep wetlands and rivers intact and natural on the landscape. What we're going to be doing is having a few different posts throughout the week. We're going to give you a little bit of insight into how the eggs are hatched, what's happening there, what we do to collect them, how we incubate them. We'll show you some videos and photos of the turtles as they're hatching, once they've hatched, before they're released, and then the release itself. So you'll really get a behind-the-scenes experience, I guess. You'll get to see some of what goes into making the turtle release happen typically. You can go to our website at huronstewardship.ca. We have a little bit of information about this turtle work we've done throughout the years. You can also look at the Ensemble Bayfield Conservation Authority website or Facebook page where some of this material and general educational material about turtles will be posted. Other great resources are things like the Ontario Turtle Conservation Centre. They have a lot of great information about Ontario's turtles and what you can do if you find a turtle that's been injured in some way. I always had an interest in the outdoors. Growing up, we had a tree farm and orchards, and I would spend a lot of time in the woods, but it wasn't really until probably my 2nd or 3rd year of university that I realized this was a career that I would want to pursue. I spent some time working outdoors, doing wetland work, working with birds and different animals, and I ended up doing a master's degree in studying reptiles, and it led me to doing this. I like turtles because, in a broader sense, I associate them with wetlands and with these habitats that I love to spend time in. The best things that people can do are, for the adult turtles they see on the road, to move them not just off the road, but move them in the direction that they're going. They're often looking for an area that they will go to nest in, and so you want to keep them going in that direction. Something else that you can do when you do find nests or you see a turtle nesting, if you're in Huron County, give us a call and we might be able to come and collect the eggs if it's in danger. If not, you can do what's called caging a nest. You put a little sort of wooden cage with a mesh screen on the top and a couple of openings so the babies can escape. And what that does is prevent that nest from being run over and crushed. If you're lucky, you might see the baby turtles hatch in the fall and make sure they're headed in the right direction back to a creek or a pond or wherever they may have came from. Those are some of the simpler things you can do, but beyond that, talk to people about why turtles are important and how we can conserve them and why these other features on the landscape that they use are important.